What's up, guys? Dr. Ray here, coming at you with another video. And today we're going to be doing a quick market update, looking at Bitcoin a little bit, giving you my thoughts on the market. But listen, guys, before we get into it, if you like my videos, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, give me a follow on Twitter, and let's get into it. Yeah, so basically, first off, guys, we're seeing a pretty nice bounce on Bitcoin. You know, there's not much to say about this. This was kind of expected. The reality is, even in a bear market, you're going to have rallies. The price is not just going to go down forever, and it is expected that you're going to have bounces in the price. That's just going to happen. A good, if we just take a look, a zoomed out look of, a previous cycle, which was 2017 till 2020, we can see here that even in that bear market, there were still rallies in the price. So even when the overall trend is bearish, you're still going to expect that there will be some bouncing in the price. That is just bound to happen. If we take a broader look, again, we'll look at it on TradingView itself. Again, look, as the price was coming down in 2017 to the bottom towards the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, we still saw significant movements in the price upwards. We saw movements here. Bitcoin was at 6,800-ish range, and it bounced all the way up to 9,700. Price movements here, 40%. Price movements here, 18%. So you are going to see these movements up. The question always becomes, is the current price action an indication of a complete bullish pattern change or not? The reality is, nobody knows, right? Nobody can tell you. Market forces are unknown, and how you approach it and how you trade is simply based on probabilities, right? So, at this current time, could we say that this is bullish in terms of the greater trend? No, the overall greater trend is still bearish, right? And that's why it's an important concept. If you don't know what you're doing, or you're opening up the chart and you're not sure what's going on, just zoom out as far as you can and get a sense of the overall trend. When you zoom out to a weekly or a monthly view, it gives you a better sense, right? Like this is not bullish yet. On the weekly, this is not bullish yet. We are seeing a reversal, but on its own, that's not bullish. As you lower the time frames, you then on a lower time frame, you can make an argument that things do look bullish. But remember, lower time frames are not going to give you a good sense of the overall market sentiment, and that's where a weekly view comes in, or a daily view. Now, what you want to do when you're approaching this is kind of determine your zones or your ranges, and then you can kind of go from there, right? So we do see that there is some good support in this range. We've touched this area before. That's not to say that Bitcoin can't kind of trend up, maybe hit 32, 34, into kind of these upper ranges here that we've marked, and then kind of reverse and come down. Okay, so it's important when you're trading to kind of have a sense of what your plan is based on how the price is going to move, right? So in this sense, is this a great range to buy? Well, it depends on if Bitcoin is a fairly cheap price for you, right? Buying Bitcoin in, when they ate to all-time highs in the 65s, buying in at a 55% discount or 50% discount is a pretty good deal. But that doesn't mean Bitcoin can't go lower, right? Hitting 25, 20K, or even, 15 to 13K. It's all possible. So the best strategy, if you're not trading and you're just looking to get exposure, if you're a long-term holder of Bitcoin, remember I said Bitcoin, not altcoins, is it a bad idea to gain some exposure here? No, it's not a bad idea, but it comes down to your investing or trading philosophy. One strategy could be, you deploy some capital here and you deploy it in tranches. So maybe you're deploying 30% of your capital in the 30K range. And if Bitcoin was to dip down to, say, a 25K range, if that's a good price for you, maybe you deploy another third of your capital. And if Bitcoin is to drop to, 20K, maybe you deploy another portion of your capital. And if it drops down to 10K, maybe you deploy another portion of your capital. And by that, you're constantly gaining exposure as the price comes down. Now, similarly, you have to have a plan if Bitcoin doesn't go down to those levels in the short term or medium term, and if Bitcoin just continues to go sideways like this, or if Bitcoin goes up, right? So maybe again, your strategy is you're going to buy in some here, and if Bitcoin comes up, goes above say 40k and shows bullishness, maybe then you're going to deploy the other portion of your capital, or maybe not. Maybe you're okay to just hold that fiat, hold those stables, and decide on some other course of action. Maybe it's then, you know, deploying it to altcoins. I'm not sure. At the end of the day, you have to have a strategy, and you have to have a strategy based on the current price, if the price goes lower, and if the price goes higher, and if Bitcoin crabs and goes sideways at the current prices. So it's important to have a strategy before you see the price action, because otherwise you're going to trade emotionally, right? Whenever you enter a trade, right, remember the first thing I said, if you don't know what's going on, just zoom out, get a sense of the trend. Once you understand the trend, once you have a sense and form your own opinion of whether you think the price is going to go up or down. Oh, my camera just cut out there. Sorry about that, my camera just cut off. But anyways, what I was saying is you need to have a plan based on the price action of Bitcoin, right? Based on its current price, whether it's going to go up, whether it's going to go down, whether it's going to go sideways. That's the most important thing, okay? So, again, coming back to what I was saying, could this be a bullish sign? It's unknown. We have to kind of wait and see. If Bitcoin continues to pump and the overall stock markets continue to do well, you know, we could be heading back up. Or what many think are going to happen, we'll continue to go up maybe a little bit, we'll reverse, and we'll come back down. Where that reversal is going to be, who knows? It could be at 32, it could be at 35, somewhere around that range is possible. What I'm personally doing, like I said, right now, I've been dollar cost averaging, not with large amounts of my capital, but just dollar cost averaging around this 28 to 30k region. And really, I'm reserving most of my fiat in stables, and we'll kind of see what happens. If Bitcoin goes up, really shows support, maybe we'll deploy more, but probably not. I'll just hold those stables, hold that fiat for other moves. If we definitely go down, I will be looking at other places to add in more on the dip, you know, potentially around the 20k region, 22k, around that 22k region, and then, you know, hopefully if Bitcoin goes lower than that, down to the 15k region, if that is possible, you know, we'll definitely be looking at deploying more fiat there. So right now I have basically capital that I'm happy to, you know, hold if we don't go down to those levels, and if we just can go up from here, then, you know, I'm fine with that too. So you have to come up with your own strategy. The most important thing is just learn how to read the charts. Fundamentals are honestly just complete nonsense. And you know, this is just all about reading the charts and kind of understanding, you know, where we think the Bitcoin price is going to go and where we think we're going to get a discount when we buy in, right? So that's what I think, guys. Again, if you like the videos, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and follow me on Twitter. We'll be putting out some more content as the week goes on. And yeah, take care.